You can miss me with this nonsense. Oh my goodness. So when I hear black people talk about the Democrat Party and hey, Lucas, they haven't done anything and anyone who supports them is a Democrat shill and all they want is our votes, I understand, okay? Because it's people like Gavin Newsom that give as far as such power to that sentiment. Because Gavin Newsom is a POS, is a fork-tongued demon, all right? This man is a part of the lineage of evil. I would go so far as to say he is the poster child for the lineage of evil.
What did he do to make them niggas that mad?
Because this demon, okay, this wicked, evil man has the audacity to go on a podcast, okay, a black podcast. And when asked about, hey, we have systemic racism going on in this country. How do we account for this? What do we do? Do you understand what's happening?
You have the median wealth of a Black and Latino family at around, I think, $4,000. The median wealth of a white family is around $388,000. If not for intense, prolonged, systemic racism, where a system in a country picks winners and losers, how do you explain that disparity?
He goes and talks like, well, you know what? I get it, man. I get it. All right. That's why I signed into, Beecher's law. All right. I'm the first person to sign in, the first reparations bill.
No, that's why I was out there signing the Bruce's Beach law. That's why I signed the first reparations bill in the United States of America. You're talking to the governor that.
And this is why I'm saying, black people, we've got to get better at politics, okay? Because no one on that podcast called that demon out, all right? No one called him out. They were just like, oh, okay, This guy is a complete POS because let's go and talk about his Beecher's law, right? Let's just expose the hypocrisy of this piece of this individual, okay? I can't even say he's an individual, this demon. Anyways, Beecher's law. Beecher's law, if you all don't know, short story, black family was like, hey, y'all stole this from us. We want it back. He signs it into law, giving the land back to the Beecher's family. Great, awesome. Problem is, that's only for that family. And you want to know what the hypocritical stance on this is that when a bill was put to his desk, talking about, hey, we want to do what you did for Beecher, for all black Americans who are descendants of slavery, whose land was taken from them from the government. That's what we want to do. We want to give the land back to those people. He vetoed it, bruh. Listen to what I'm saying. He vetoed the bill. So this is why I say a fork-tongued devil. At one moment, he wants to talk, well, look, I get it. I did Beecher's law. But at the same damn time, goes and vetoes a bill that would have done exactly what Beecher's law did for that one family. This is what I'm talking about. This is when I talk about this lineage of evil, these demons, they on the right and they on the left, okay? Because Gavin Newsom is a clear and present example of that, man. Clear and present example. Then he wants to talk about, I signed into law the first reparations, a bureau, whatever. If you look at what he signed into law, it's really, I would say, I won't call it a nothing burger, but it's a nothing burger.
Damn.
And the reason why is because it doesn't do anything special. Now, it goes over as far as how to define, who's the descendants of chattel slavery in this country and American slavery and how we go about defining this and who should get it, yada. We've already had a task force, okay? This is BS. And the reason why this is BS, because we've had several other reparations bills that would have done this same exact thing that he vetoed. It got to a point, I think it was AB7. AB7, if I'm not mistaken, was the bill that was presented to him that would allow for colleges to admit not by race, but by lineage, okay? This is very, very crucial because what they have already shown when it comes to affirmative action, you can't do anything by race. They're always about, even though they put laws on the books to discriminate against black people by race for hundreds of years. This is the con of this country. After they discriminate legally by race for hundreds of years, they then put into a law saying that, hey, you now can't discriminate by race. Therefore, there is no restitution, there is no reparations for the harms that had been done because we can't do a law to do any type of reparative justice because we can't do it off of race.
Come on now, dawg.
So that's the hustle. That being said, they put in a bill that says, hey, we can do it by lineage, right? That this specific group of people, not necessarily black, okay, right? But this specific group of people, lineage that have been harmed in this country, should get preferential treatment when it comes to college admissions. Gavin Newsom vetoes it, says it's unnecessary. That's what he says. And he's called out, ironic enough, because this is the same bald-headed buffoon that didn't present, what's his name? I forgot his name. Didn't present the reparations bill, okay? Same bald-headed buffoon, but he calls him out and says, hey, this is unfortunate. This is, hypocritical because he's taken the same position when it came to another bill. So by Gavin Newsom saying that this is, unnecessary, he's showing that he's a hypocrite. He's showing that he's a POS and he doesn't care about black Americans. He has no interest in black Americans, descendants of slavery. He has no interest in that group of people. And I hope black people remember this. God forbid he becomes the Democrat nominee for the presidential election, in 2028.
No, God, please, no.
Because at that point, bro, I say burn it down. That's why I say I'll vote for Vance, okay? I'll vote for whoever the right has. I don't care if it's Trump. I don't care if it's Barron Trump, Donald Trump, Daffy Duck Trump. I don't care Hocus Pocus, Winnie the Pooh. I don't care.
Damn.
Because you have to understand, he talks out of both sides of his mouth, all right? He does not care about black American people. He has vetoed several reparations bills. Several. So for him to try and act like he's just, I know what y'all are going through. I'm going to help y'all out. I'm the first person. He's a POS. That's what he is. But all in all, in addition to that, when it comes to this Bureau for this, American slavery or whatever, Descendants of American slavery.
Literally led that. I just signed a bill 2 days ago with the Black Caucus as it relates to creating a new office to address these systemic issues I've been very progressive in terms of the bills that I've promoted, not just signed.
Pathetic.
Listen. The only way that gets funded is via the budget plan. That's the only way that gets funded. The whole hustle of that is that the only way that gets funded, when you get people on board, they start doing recommendations, all this, the only way that starts to happen is via the budget. The same budget that he cited for not signing into law many of the reparations bills, that's correct. He said, hey, we don't have the money. That's why we can't do the bills. That's why I can't sign it into law. We don't have the money. So you riddle me this, Batman. What did you all happen to find some money? Was that what you're telling me? You just magically found some money to get this going, to get this bureau going? This is bullcrap. And the reason why it's bullcrap is not because of the institution or the bureau in and of itself. The reason why it's bullcrap because it's malintent. There is no intentions to have this go all the way through. This Gavin Newsom, this POS scumbag, new scum, has shown his hand time and time and time again. He does not care. He has no thought, no even concept of a plan for any type of reformative justice in this country, okay? California or the country as a whole. He is not even thinking about reparations, all right? I just want people to understand that. That's not what he's thinking. This is all performative, just, dancing monkey stuff so that he can pad his resume when he tries and run for office, okay? The presidential office, mind you. That's the only reason that he's doing this. This is empty. It is hollow. It is shallow. It is just vapid. Vapid, bruh. That is Gavin Newsom in a nutshell. He's an immoral, vapid POS. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me just be clear. This is not of any type of way advocating for any type of political violence. I disavow all of that, just so we're clear. But if you happen to disagree and you're like, Lucas, I like Gavin. He's a good guy. Okay. He's a good guy. Got a nice little white family. I love the dude. I don't, what do you mean? Why don't you like him? Or if you don't believe, I just explained to you why I don't like him. He's a POS, bro. He's a POS lineage of evil, fam. All right? That's what he is. Even during COVID lockdown, where he had all of us locked down and he was shutting down businesses while his little piece of, his trash self was sitting down with his family and his friends while everyone else was told, hey, you can't do anything. He opened the winery of his friends or whatever while all the others were closed. He's a POS, man. Isn't he the same guy that slept with his friends or his friend's wife or something like that, who's now his current wife? He's a bad guy. I don't know how to explain this. There's so many adjectives and verbs that I can use that it would not be allowed to be on this platform that I would use to describe this demon. I despise this person, despise him with a passion. But if you happen to disagree, you know where to find me. Thursday through Saturday, Disagreement Day. You can call in and we duke it out. Otherwise, if you enjoyed the video, I hope you did. But if you did, please feel free to like, share, comment. Let me know what you guys think. And subscribe. And that fun stuff. Till next time, guys. Be amazing.
Talking to the governor that literally led that. I just signed a bill 2 days ago with the Black Caucus as it relates to creating a new office.